Oh,
Yeah.
welcome to Neutral Zone Reaction. My name is
Yeah.
Jules Bergman,
I'm Brady Hannon. We're
and
ready to
it
go.
is time.
Let's go.
We are so ready to go. I'm hyped up for some football week 7. We just had week 6. We had no more undefeated teams left in the National Football League. We had some absolute superstars. We had Zach Wilson winning another football game. And you
Zach
know what?
Wilson he's looked decent. He's looked decent.
Damn right. Let's go.
Let's go.
It's time for Chosen or Frozen, presented by Culver's, our proud sponsors. Now, here's the deal. Culver's, they got a new thing for the whole rest of the month. It is the Curter Burger. You heard of that?
We had that last year. It's a good. You guys got to get it. It's good. It's
The
good.
Curter Burger has a whole like mega cheese curd on top
It's
of the
it's
burger.
it's like a normal patty, and then it's one patty is literally just a cheese curd patty.
Yeah, it's
It's like
fire.
just a giant flat cheese curd. It's awesome.
It's fire. Y'all got to try it. So,
Yeah, you guys got to check it out.
thank you again to Culver's, Chicagoland. We got locations in Northbrook, in Lincolnshire, and Buffalo Grove. And let's get into Chosen or Frozen. Last time we were talking about Nico Collins, right when he was breaking out, Puka Nakua, Kyron Williams.
Yeah.
And I remember someone happened to be frozen who went by the name of Justin Fields, as far as I know. So it was a little rough. But let's start out with Chosen.
Yeah.
Who is your chosen player for this week's episode?
So I'm gonna go with another young receiver here. Zay Flowers has been balling out.
Yeah, Zay
I
Flowers.
mean, like, I remember you texted me a few weeks ago. You're like, "Hey, the Zay Flowers over looks really good right now," and I thought I was like, "Oh, he's delusional." And then boom, 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 boom. Zay Flowers has been on a tear. The Ravens look great. Lamar's look great, and the dude just gets open. He just catches passes.
He finally
And
caught a
he's trending
touchdown this
up.
week.
I know he's trending up, and I think he's breaking out. And he's not even there yet. He's still breaking out. He's about to go.
Totally agree. He's been one of those guys, like, he's been getting the targets and the volume.
Yeah.
But no one wants to catch the ball on the Ravens, apparently. So, I mean, did you watch you saw the game against the Steelers. We both picked for one of our Vegas picks. We both had Ravens minus -3.5.
That was the dumbest game ever, though. The Ravens dropped like 300 yards of offense.
It was
Like,
horrible.
I could have played receiver for the Ravens that game, dude. Like, this Mike could have played receiver and probably the same amount of drops. I mean, they were bad.
Well, here's the thing with Zay. Like, he is getting so open so many times of the game, but Lamar, I don't know. Lamar has kind of been holding him back, in my opinion.
You think Lamar, really?
I think, okay,
Why?
the thing is, he is this type of guy who is open in the middle field, and Lamar's just been missing him. Like, Zay Flowers, that game I told you to bet on his over, Zay Flowers should have had 200 yards. He dropped
Fair.
one.
He also dropped a few.
There were 2 or 3 other passes that Lamar just completely missed him on. If they can,
Yeah, but at the
figure out
same
this
time,
chemistry-
Lamar is going to create lanes and create plays that other quarterbacks cannot make. Where
He
a guy
will.
like Zay Flowers, who's quick and like speedy, is going to get open and make the play on that.
he will.
So it goes both ways. I mean,
I'm not hating on Lamar here, but I think that they've got way more on this offense that if they can click, should let Zay absolutely go off. I think that's a good pick for your chosen guy.
who's your chosen?
My chosen guy, I went to the defensive side of the ball, actually.
Interesting.
So I'm going to roll with not Bills quarterback Josh Allen, but Jaguars defensive end Josh Allen.
He's been on an up. I feel like he's just been uphill since. He's just getting better and better. Have they paid him yet?
What was that?
Have they paid him yet?
I don't believe so. Maybe this might be his contract year now that I think about it. But all in all, this dude is going off this year. Let me read you some stats real quick.
Yeah, let's hear it.
This Sunday, he went against a guy named Bernard Raymond, offensive tackle for the Colts,
Yeah,
and had 9 pressures against him.
That's
9
wild.
in one matchup. That ties
he's a
for the
tank.
most. That ties for the most pressures against any 1v1 matchup so far this
Dude,
season.
you pulled this stat off like the dark web, didn't you?
No,
Just
this was
tied
on
for the
this was
most
on
matchup since what, like week 5 of 2015. Like,
no. This was on either
It's like
PFF or
ESPN
Next
was
Gen. This was either Next Gen Stats or PFF. I can't remember. I saw it. Saw it
Sure.
a little earlier. But not only that, he's tied for second in the league with 32 pressures this year. Micah Parsons is in first, of course. And Josh Allen's got 7 sacks, which is, I believe, tied for either second or third in the league. Now, this is not your household name. It's not like Nick Bosa and Micah Parsons. I mean, an absolute dude who's been really carrying Jacksonville's defense. If Trayvon Walker isn't going to step up, then they needed someone to step up on the edge.
Fair. Okay, so for my Frozen.
Wait, hold on. We still got the fan chosen. The fans
fans
vote for their chosen player this week. So the fans sent in a couple names. One of my favorite ones we got, Robbie Chosen, Robbie Anderson.
Listen, I don't even know. Has he been doing well?
I have no idea. I haven't followed him at all. But in reality, let's go with one of their guys was the New York Jets' entire defense.
The New York Jets defense is stupid.
New York Jets defense is real scary. And that is...
I want to talk about this later, but the Browns defense is like stupid.
The Browns D is...
Yeah, I'll talk about that a little later.
Yeah.
But the Browns defense has some mind-blowing stats right now.
Well,
I don't know why, because they're the Browns, but they do.
I'm getting a couple extra comments about a couple extra comments on my phone right now about some chosen players. I'm hearing a guy by the name of struggling rookie Bryce Young and Mr. Potential Kyle Pitts. Hey, Kyle Pitts, though, in reality, if they figure out how to finally use him, the Falcons offense, maybe they'll finally click. The
Falcons should trade him. They're not using him.
I know. They
don't know how to. The Falcons, they're just the Falcons.
Well, the thing is, Desmond Ridder, he's never lost a game at home until this week.
Yeah.
In all of his Cincinnati, all of Atlanta so far. I think the NFC South's wide open. We'll talk about that in a minute. But let's move out of Chosen. Let us know in the comment section who you think of our nominees. And now let's move to Frozen.
My Frozen player, you just mentioned him. It's Desmond Ridder.
Yeah.
The Falcons are just
up and down. I don't think you can pick him as Frozen.
I think he's freezing. I think the Falcons do this every year. They do the same thing. They start decent, 3-2, 4-3, whatever it is. They were 2-0.
No,
and then they
don't usually do that. They hadn't had a winning record in 2 years. Get you fast.
They start off good. They always start out fast. And you're like, oh, the Falcons are going to win the division. All this crap that you make up in your head somehow. And I told you no. And I was right. The Falcons are the same Falcons they've been for multiple years. What are they, 2-4, 3-3?
They're 3-3. They're tied. Them and the Saints and the Bucks are all right there in the division. What do you mean?
But the Saints and Bucks are significantly better teams. The Falcons started 2-0, and they've just dropped games like flies. The Commanders. The Commanders just came off a week where they got beat by the Bears by 20, and they just easily beat the Falcons. The Falcons. I think the Falcons are trending down. I don't know. I'm personally not a fan of Desmond Ridder. I just don't think he's that good.
I just don't think he's good.
I don't know why. I just don't. And they don't win enough games.
I don't disagree that they're trending down, but I don't think they're even remote. If they win this week, they're first in the division. I mean, it's them and the Bucks.
I mean,
them and the Bucks and the Saints are all right there. You could say all three of those teams are trending down, and the NFC South's still wide open.
Well, the NFC South sucks, but that's a story for another day. We don't know where that.
Yeah. Okay, so your Frozen guy is Desmond Ridder. I'm going to go with a quarterback who, in my opinion, is 50,000 times more Frozen than Desmond Ridder. And he, it is Bama hate week down here in Tennessee. So I'm going to go with former Alabama quarterback Mac Jones.
No, why?
The most Frozen player.
He's not the most Frozen thing in the NFL is the Patriots offense, not just Mac Jones.
Mac Jones is the number one guy in their offense.
Yeah,
he's the leader of the offense. He's horrible.
He had a 50-yard bomb at the end of the game to go win a field goal, and the guy dropped it. And then he said after the game he couldn't get his hands on it. That's not Mac Jones.
It's been what 3 or 4 weeks since the last Chosen or Frozen episode. Every single week, Mac Jones has looked terrible. He's been horrible. You know how many yards he's thrown for in these games? His last 3 games, he's thrown for 150 yards, 110 yards, and 200 yards. And he has 0 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and 2 fumbles. Now tell me he's not Frozen. The Patriots have scored 20 total points in 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's like New York Giants. I should have done Daniel Jones.
Well,
Daniel Jones would have been such a good one. I don't know how I didn't think of that.
he's hurt, but yeah, I'd say he's frozen.
Okay, no,
too.
I'm taking it back. I'm going Daniel Jones. The New York Giants offense is more stagnant than anything I've ever
He
seen.
didn't even play last week. You can't.
I
Pick
don't
Danny
care.
Dimes.
He played the rest of the season. They've scored one offensive touchdown the whole season in the first half, and it was on defense.
Yeah, that's fair.
They didn't even score a touchdown last week. They had it on the one twice, and they ran the clock out and then threw it over Darren Waller's head. Like,
Yeah, but that's not Danny Dimes. You can't be calling Danny Dimes frozen and then make your
the whole
explanation
state of
about-
New York, except for the Jets defense, whole state of New York's frozen. But
All right, and our
Wait, no,
fan
say it,
pick,
Trevor.
our fan pick that was sent in this week. You know, someone who usually knows ball sent in this pick, and I'm here to tell you right now, I don't think this pick knows ball. He said Puka is frozen.
how is Puka frozen?
Stop it right now. Stop it right
Cooper
now.
Kupp,
One bad game.
One of the best receivers in the league came
comes
back.
back.
That doesn't mean Puka's frozen.
Exactly. I agree with that.
That's awful. Who
I
said
think-
that?
I think there is no way Puka's frozen. He has one bad game. He's already got figure it out, Hannon. he's had one bad game in the whole season. I mean, there's no way they run this offense without him. The Rams are going to make the playoffs as a wild card team. And
Honestly,
don't give me that head shake. The Rams are absolutely going to make the playoffs as a wild card.
You also think the
I'll bet
Falcons are
on
still
that
going
with
to win
you
the
right
division,
now.
so I don't know what to believe anymore, Jules.
You don't. Sorry, what did you say before that? Before
You also think the Falcons still have a chance, so I don't know what to believe anymore.
the Falcons do still have a chance. Every team in the South besides Carolina still has a chance.
Dude, the Panthers are so bad.
Yeah, we're gonna have
my
their
God.
first round pick. It's gonna be all great. Happy times, you know.
Happy times. We're gonna mess it up. It's the Bears. Don't forget.
All right, so let us know which player you think is frozen, and we're gonna wrap up this segment with today's flavor of the days at our local Chicagoland Culver's.
Hey, what are they? What are they?
We got blackberry cobbler at Northbrook.
Solid.
Pretty good. Sounds pretty good. Then we got strawberry chocolate parfait in Lincolnshire. Also sounds pretty good. And then
That's the best one.
the Buffalo Grove one.
That's
I
good.
think this one sounds fire. Cappuccino cookie crumble. Hit me with some cappuccino cookie crumble.
That's good. Those are good. Those are good options. Those are good options.
I'll-
Definitely check that out.
I want to buy some of that afterwards.
Thanks for watching Neutral Zone Reaction with Brady Hannon and Jules Bergman. Make sure to catch our other videos and live streams on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, and Audible.
We hope you enjoyed and can't wait to talk football with you next time.